Welcome to News from Quiet Places, where we bring you stories from corners of the world you might not hear about in Europe. I'm Mikhailo. Today we've got 3 stories from Africa, Asia, and Pacific. Let's dive in. Story 1: South Africa readies for protests around G20 summit. Authorities in Johannesburg have deployed 3,500 extra police officers plus military units ahead of the upcoming G20 summit hosted by South Africa. Security forces, including helicopters and K9 units, are preparing for protests on a range of issues: inequality, climate change, women's rights, and anti-immigration sentiment. Why it matters? The G20 summit is historic, the first to be held in Africa. The scale of protests preparations suggests major local and global tensions. How South Africa manages this could shape perception of its role on the world stage. Story 2: Guterres and Lula push for COP30 breakthrough. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres and Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva have arrived at COP30 in Belém to push negotiators toward a deal. Their focus securing a roadmap to phase out fossil fuels, finalizing how climate aid will be distributed, and increasing transparency in reporting climate commitments. Why it matters? The involvement of 2 global heavyweights shows the high stakes, where present amplifies pressure on both rich and developing countries, including African, Asian, and Pacific nations, to deliver meaningful commitments. Story 3: UNEP launches Africa and Central Asia Clean Energy Initiative. On 19 November, the UN Environment Programme is launching the second phase of Free DEN initiative, Digital Demand-Driven Electricity Networks, with €23 million backing. The initiative will support 15 projects across Africa and Brazil, aiming to upgrade power system to be smarter, more resilient, and low carbon. Why it matters? Many parts of Africa still struggle with unreliable and dirty electricity. Scaling digital and decentralized electricity networks could be transformative for development, climate, and energy justice. That concludes today's edition of News from Quiet Places. Thanks for listening. If you found value in this story, subscribe, share, and send suggestions for the regions you'd like us to cover next. Maybe Central Asia, the Pacific, or lesser heard parts of Latin America. I'm Mikhailo. See you next time.